Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I am going to bring another message for you. Hopefully it resonates. But remember, it is a general read. Please take what resonates and what does not. Yesterday was very complicated energy, very intense energy, very Mars kind of energy. Today, a lot softer, more kind of the Venus energy. Don't know what's going on in the astrology because I'm not an astrologer, but I can tell you it was disruptive yesterday, and today is more harmonic. So today is February 24th, and in the pre-shuffle, I saw the Angel card. That's a 47 card, which equals 11, which could be a twin flame. That's just a twin flame number for me as a reader. The next card was Animal Kingdom, 6 of Pentacles, Judgment, Relationships, and 5 of Wands. So basically kind of what I was just saying. There was a little conflict kind of energy in relationships yesterday, but then it was just like a pivot point, and that's basically how I feel. And then there became this more stable equilibrium, flow of energy, and more of a harmonic union type of energy. And all I heard when I saw the Animal Kingdom card was to keep an eye out on animals in your presence, or your spirit animal, your animal totem, if you have one. You're going to see probably quite a few of those. These two cards came out, and they may be trying to send you messages. So just keep an eye out for the animals in your physical presence, or if you see animals like on TV and commercials, on the side of a truck, on a billboard, there might be a message if it's a particular animal that you associate with your guides or your possible twin energy. Okay, so let me do just a quick shuffle of the oracle before we get started, and then I'll begin this reading. So please, I ask for your cooperation in the YouTube algorithm. If you wouldn't mind commenting or sharing or liking this video to help get these messages out to others. Ooh, death and envy. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings, and I am the same as everybody but with different challenges. These are very, look at the colors on these cards. It's amazing how they came out together. Reciprocal. There's reciprocal. That's that 6 of Pentacles energy. Reciprocal energy. Death and envy. It feels like somebody is feeling I don't know. This is heavy energy. Let's pull a couple more oracles. Wow, that was the Soul's Journey oracle. This is the spirit messages from John Holland. I'm going to pull a couple of these and find out what in the world is going on. Not what I expected. Definitely not what I was. This is a specific message for someone, because this was not what I was anticipating. It's contradictory to the energy that I'm feeling in the collective. This is specific to somebody who is feeling kind of like it's an ending of some sort. Okay, nature. This is the time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment. Energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. Lots of butterflies. So this feels like transformative energy. It feels like there's an ending of some sort, and now you need the revitalization. I'm just seeing, I was given the image of an old rundown part of town, section of town, that they come in and start to revitalize, rebuild, refurbish, redecorate, re-energize. And not saying you're an old broken down town, but I'm just saying the image feels very dilapidated, very, I don't want to say dead, but definitely not thriving. So it feels like somebody here is not thriving, and now they need to really step back and restore. Gratitude. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. That's that Six of Pentacles. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. And maybe that's what, okay, that's what you don't have. This is why that envy card is there. You're focusing your energy, or someone, I'm not going to say you, is focusing their energy on what they don't have. They're looking at what others have, and they're starting to, it's starting to derail your energy. So you may want to reformat, get into your grounded energy, your nourished, revitalized, healed energy, and then find that gratitude. Okay, that makes perfect sense now. And death and rebirth. Nature has a way of replenishing its wounds, as my husband always says. But when something dies, it often creates the nourishment for something else to live. Okay, so this is the Wild Goddess Oracle. Ah, there's the gardener. How apropos. The gardener. There we go. Communing with nature. And the butterfly. Didn't I just say that transformative energy there? Okay, so let's take a look. This is transformative. This is a 10, which is the ending of a cycle, but it's a 1 card, which is the beginning of a new cycle. So that is, let's read the back. Weed out negativity and toxic thoughts to clear the way for new growth that is sure to come if you add habits to heal your life. Perfect. And then this one, allow yourself to leave behind the past and what is no longer necessary so you can truly be the person you have worked hard to become. Okay, this makes perfect sense now. Okay, we have the Mask. 37, which is a 10 card, and 39, which is a 12 card. So that's the detective. Neither you or anyone else involved in your situation has a clear picture of what has happened, what is happening, or what will happen. So there's kind of an illusion here. And it feels like you're creating this illusion to protect yourself, but it's not doing that. It's keeping things obscure so you can't get that deeper understanding and learn the lesson from it. So look past the veil of illusion that someone is trying to pull over your eyes. That someone could be you, so examine your assumptions. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you, Spirit, on that. Okay, I'm going to pull some tarot, and we'll see which deck I use. I got to find which one feels the best energy. This one. Okay, this is the Tarot of the Divine. So that envy feels like that conflict energy. In fact, I know all the wands in that 5 of Wands, they were all orange. They said bottom of the deck. Strength. And look at the Strength card in this deck. It's a lion, but underneath it's an alligator. This lion is disguised as an alligator. This alligator is disguised as a lion, and this kind of goes along with that mask. This is the illusion. Things aren't what they actually appear to be. And it feels like someone, you is creating this illusion. And you need to see past the illusion to know what you're really dealing with. It's not really a lion, it's an alligator. Here we have the 2 of Wands. And it's in the challenge position. It's weighing your options. Which way to go? It feels like that needs to go over here. Well, until you see what's really going on, it's going to be hard to make a decision about which way to go. Here's the Sun in the challenge position. Feels like divine masculine energy there. It feels like the divine feminine is wrestling with that. Here's the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Which way to go? A new beginning? An emotional new beginning? Or stay stationary? Six of Wands, Page of Swords. This is cutting through the illusion. This is discovering what is on the other side of the illusion. Getting to the high ground. I'm hearing high moral ground. The Six of Wands card can be about ego, but it feels like in this situation, in this energy, this is about overcoming this illusion and this low vibration energy and becoming more clear, more astute. Feels like an aha moment when you say, now I see what's really going on here and why there was, it's almost like, okay, let's just use misinformation. It's like you've been misinformed and you were comfortable until you knew it didn't feel right anymore. And so you had to be willing to handle the truth. And then when you did, you're like, now I feel, at least I have the truth. And there's the Empress in the challenge position. Two of Swords. Yeah. Two of Wands, Two of Swords. Not knowing which action to take, you know, kind of vacillating back and forth on the thinking. I actually talked to my twin yesterday and about a decision he's trying to make, and I said, well, how do you feel about it? And he's like, you know, I go back and forth, and I said, well, what does your gut say? And he's like, same thing, back and forth, and that's kind of that Two of Swords energy for me. It's trying to rationalize as well as justify. Three of Swords, King of Swords. Look at all the swords energy right here. Two of Swords, Three of Swords, King of Swords. Being afraid of making the wrong decision. Somebody's afraid of making the wrong decision. They don't know which way to go. They're vacillating. They don't know what exactly to do. And that is because you haven't really gotten to the truth. If I had the if the Ace of Swords show up, that's the truth. Then you've gotten to that truth. Oh, the Ace of Wands did though. And the King of Wands. This feels like, this feels like there is a divine masculine who is watching the divine feminine. And he's afraid to make a decision because he knows that he needs something connected to, you know, his emotions. But it's like he doesn't know the whole story yet. He's watching the divine feminine kind of transform. But he's afraid to make a decision because he's going to get his heart broken. But he's determined to take some sort of action. I mean, we got the King of Swords and the King of Wands right next to each other. What in the world is going on? Can I get confirmation about this, please? Nine of Wands. A lot of anxiety on both parts. Okay, so it feels like the Divine Feminine. Wow, this is a complicated reading, so I'm sorry. At first it was just kind of like a single reading, but all of a sudden it feels like Divine Masculine energy has infiltrated. It feels like this is kind of the Divine Feminine side and this is the Divine Masculine side. And it could be, this is just one storyline, but this is what the energy is guiding me to. The Divine Feminine is tackling, and you know, she's just gotten to a point now where she's through this cycle of being, maybe if this is a twin flame energy, she's tired of the runner-chaser dynamic. She's at the end of that kind of cycle. She's like, I'm just going to focus on me. I'm going to transform me. So here then is the illusion. What she thought was a lion turned out to be an alligator, and now she's just like, okay, well, I'm going to take care of whatever the hell it is. I mean, she's got her foot down. She's like, I'm just done. I'm done with, you know, having to vacillate in these energies. I just want to focus on me for a while. So she starts focusing on her, and she starts demonstrating some success. She's getting into this Empress energy. She's not quite there yet, but she's come through the hard part. And then now it feels like the Divine Masculine, which is represented on this side, had this kind of this envy, this jealousy, this wanting what others are having, which is low vibration, and really kind of had him in this really negative thought pattern. And it was basically an illusion that he cast over. And because of that, he could not really see the value of the Divine Feminine, because he was envious of somebody else. Could be somebody else's, you know, maybe, you know how, you know, somebody may have a trophy wife and he's just like, I want, and this is gender, this is not gender, it's energy. Somebody has a partner that's very attractive, and maybe he's kind of jealous or envious of that. So he couldn't really see the value of the Divine Feminine in all of her divine loveliness. And so what happened is he started getting that confusion, you know, that, you know, is this real? Is this real? Is this real? Is this real? What am I supposed to do? You know, I've got my ego to take care of. You know, am I supposed to be with somebody that I feel is, you know, going to satisfy my ego, or are they going to satisfy my soul? And so here we go into this circular energy of, you know, I don't want to get my heart hurt, and this person is I don't want to say conflicting, but you inspire this fear. Their vulnerabilities are overwhelming when they're in your presence, and that's like, you know, I don't know if I want to be in that. I'm starting to wonder, you know, because if this crumbles, I'm going to lose my ego and my heart. Maybe I should just keep them separate. Anything else out of this deck? Felt like one, well, let's do one more time. Felt like something wanted to come out. This Two of Swords, oh, we can't take all that. No, I don't. The Two of Swords, Three of Swords is Five of Swords, self-sabotaging. Hello. Okay, Five of Wands, there's that energy. Page of Cups, yeah. Seven of Wands, yeah. and the Three of Wands, trying to escape this. So definitely conflicted and defensive, and you know, I kind of want to move forward. And look, this is almost like the Six of Pentacles energy has to be in that equilibrium, and that's not coming. And so, you know, he's really conflicted on, you know, if I expose my vulnerabilities, am I ever going to be able to escape this? Okay, that's that. They said bottom of the deck. Three of Cups, union energy for me. That's as a reader. Let's pull some from the Wild Unknown. Well, this turned into a very complicated reading. Okay, there is the Father of Cups in the reverse and the Daughter of Wands in the reverse. So the Page of Wands, which we have the Ace of Wands here, but here's the Page of Wands and the King of Cups in reverse. Basically, really not wanting to take any kind of action that would expose their make them emotionally vulnerable. They want to do something, they just don't know what. And they're terrified of being emotionally vulnerable. And that's their illusion. Ah, Son of Pentacles. The Knight, yeah, challenged position. That is taking a long time to deliberate this. You know, this is, I mean, if you can see how this little immature stag, his head is just kind of like, you know, his head's not up and erect, like, you know, I'm confident in what I'm doing. Here, I don't know what the hell to do, is what this is. So it's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. How about let's stop this? How about let's man up and make a move? There's the Three of Wands. Yeah. There's a set of expectations here. Five of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Ten of Wands. Yeah, this is Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let's take a couple more. Four of Cups. Oh, this is a lot of energy in this deck. This is almost like the Emperor card, but he's not there yet. Okay, I'm going to see if there's anything else in this deck, and I'll put all this together for you. It is complicated. Okay, that's all we're going to take out of that deck. It is a mess. There's the Ace of Swords. Okay, let's set all those aside. Okay, so we have this World card. Let's put these up here. This is, let's make sure you can see those. Okay, so the World card. This is the ending of this cycle. So either we're going to make a move differently to pull us out of this energy, or we're just going to keep repeating this walk through the tarot. And then here we have the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. Five of Pentacles to me is kind of that remorse card, feeling alone, isolated, sad, melancholy, feeling left out and alone. And here's the Soulmate card. There's a lot going on beneath the surface. There's a lot of spiritual development going on that is not necessarily brought to the awareness yet. So here we have the Ten of Wands, which is, this has become a very kind of, I've never heard this term before, and I certainly don't even know how it applies here. What I heard is self-political. It's a self-political. What's the, what is going to look good on the face, that people are going to approve of, but yet it's not really what my heart is after. So I'm not really sure what to do. And so here we have this set of expectations. We have this kind of just this mournful, trapped energy. I'm surprised we haven't seen the Eight of Swords. There's the Four of Cups. I'm just, you know what? I'm just going to sit here and guard myself, my emotions. I feel comfortable just guarding what little emotions I have, because I don't want to get into kind of the Five of Cups energy. I don't want to get into that, regret energy. So I'm just going to stay here where things feel a little stable, because I'm going to protect myself. And here we have the Ace of Pentacles in the challenged position. This is, kind of moving forward, a new opportunity manifesting itself in the 3D, or it could be a new opportunity, but just, they don't want to be in the stuck, stagnant energy. They really want to be able to get out of that, but they just are, it's almost like they're frozen in fear. So let's see what we have here. We have the Six of Pentacles. There's that equilibrium energy that they need to be in. There's the Mother of Wands, very protective. Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. They've worked really, really hard on this illusion. They have a fabricated life. The visual part of their life, what you see on social media, is fabricated. The underneath part, the illusion part, what you don't see, is somebody who is terrified of removing their ego, which would be showing the truth of their life. This is the Light Seers Tarot. Aha, there's the Empress in the upright now, and the Three of Pentacles. She's doing her work now. She's working on herself to get into this Empress energy, to create and to restore herself. And he's watching all that, and he's like, why don't I have the courage to do that? Here's the Three of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Three of Swords again. Yeah, absolutely terrified, because look at her energy. I mean, she's in this Empress, and this is the work she's been doing with these pentacles. And look at her. She's just in that, I don't have time for this. And he's terrified that she's going to say, I don't have time for this. And she's like, don't come to me with this, in this energy. I don't have time for this. Ain't nobody got time for this. And he's just like, all I'm here is, get me out of here. It's like he's trapped in his own illusion of his life. And he knows he wants out, but he doesn't know what to do when he gets out. Well, there's the Two of Cups in the challenge position, and there is the Three of Cups in the challenge position. Yep. There's that, what he truly, truly wants is for this relationship to come together and to be in this really blissful union. But he's afraid of exposing his heart to get there. Told you it was a complicated reading. King of Wands. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Here's the King of Wands. Like, yeah, I got this, except here's the Two of Swords again. And this time it's not even swords. It's listening. Listening to the chatter. And people just kind of pulling at his hair. You know, just tweaking him. Just like, you can't do that. You can't give up all this for her. This card stayed on the table as Seven of Pentacles. It's like he's kind of just waving his hand over this little tree that he wants to become this emperor. Where is the tree? Where is the tree? There's layers and layers and layers to this one, isn't there? Oh, look. Yeah. Six of Cups. This is his spiritual connection. He's like, grow, little thing. Look at the vibrancy here and the root structure. There's a lot going on underneath. But he's just standing there, grow, encouraging it to grow, grow, grow. Queen of Cups. And this is the Divine Feminine. She's like, my cup's here. It's empty. So I surrender. I'm not, this just isn't it. This isn't it for me. I'm not going to be trapped in this energy. You're not going to draw me into that. You're not going to suck me into this low vibration because I am an Empress. I'm going to get in my Empress energy and Death and Knight of Wands. Look at her. She's like, I don't even need the horse. I got the Four of Wands here. I'm only holding out for the Four of Wands. It's the Knight of Wands, but look, this is like the Four of Wands card. I'm protected by my twin connection. I'm only going to be in that twin energy that is vibrant and healthy and stable. So this shit isn't going to work. And here is death and rebirth. That's where she is. She's come through that. All right. This is getting very long, but Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords. That's just what I'm hearing when I see these cards, is that it's almost like the Divine Feminine is sending energy to the Divine Masculine, saying, look, I've been down that road. It's almost like she's standing over. I've reached the high ground, and now she's watching him struggle on the other side of this cliff. She's not listening to the chatter here. She's told the birds to leave her alone. Release me. I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. And she's just, that's kind of the essence of what energy she is putting out there. This is where I am. This is where I've done all this work to get to this high ground. I'm watching the Divine Masculine on the other side of this, drop off, trying to climb out of his own hell he's created for himself, because he just won't give up the ego. And it's become toxic for him. He's worried about how it looks to other people, how his ego is going to feel if he loses the things that make him look good. I don't know. I think we've all been there. I mean, certainly in your immaturity, there was a time where what people perceive was really important. There's the Six of Cups and the Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands in this deck is really kind of almost like, the third eye. It's like that inspiration of, wait a minute. Now I see things for real. This is a soul connection. Maybe that's more important than this, how it seems to other people. Maybe I need to focus on that. They said bottom of the deck. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles to me is long time investment, abundance. Something has, you know, somebody's invested a lot to create something. Bottom, oh, High Priestess, look at, I knew, and there's the Chariot. Look at how similar these two cards are. I mean, this is what I think of with that third eye opening. It's almost like they're connecting to the divine union, whatever. Chariot. Okay, so now he's on top of the Chariot. Wanting to take control, but there is, he would have to be guided, because there is no, any kind of harness or reins or anything attached to these horses. It feels like they're just going in the direction, and he's just like, okay, I'm just going to let this, I'm going to let this go where it takes me. I'm going to surrender and let go. Let's see, they said take the underneath, the Tower. Yep. All right. I think that's it. Bottom of this deck. Temperance. Yeah. All major arcanas at the end of this reading. Yeah, that's the shift. Wow, that was a very complicated reading. But definitely, let's see if I can move this down so you can see those cards while I finish up. Definitely was layers and layers and layers of getting through this illusion that this divine masculine has created. Divine feminine is just going on creating her own abundance and her stability and her soul's clarity. Divine masculine is, I mean, he's in a warped sense of reality. But that's all about to come tumbling down. Say hello to the Tower. With the Nine of Swords, with the Lovers, with the Seven of Cups, and, oops, and then the Seven of Wands. Remember, this is the card I saw. See how orange those wands are? How that's that conflict. Very conflicted energy, which is creating that self-defensive strategy, this mechanism of, I got to protect my ego. So there is the World. Done. Because look who's in the center of that world. Divine feminine. Being in her receptive energy, being in her Empress energy, being healed and restored and revitalized. I mean, she looks pretty vital to me. So, Divine Feminine, that's your work. Divine Masculine, your illusions are about to all come shattering down. I'll leave it there. Namaste.